guys, I'm Alice Saltzman, an actress, a yoga teacher, wear many other hats. I've been vegan since 2004. Before that, I ate everything that was not nailed down. In 2004, I began by first stopping eating wheat and dairy due to the fact I was very sick. I had serious headaches. I was waking up every day with headaches, continuing headaches. I was sneezing. I had very bloated eyes. My eyes were blown up like big, I don't even know what they were looking like, but they were really blown up. And so my eyes were squinty. I had pains in my face, in my head. I woke up every day like I had a hangover. So I spoke to a homeopath naturopath, and he told me that I should stop eating wheat and dairy due to the fact that they created these polyps in my face that the ENT doctor wanted to take me to surgery and remove the polyps in order to relieve it, but said they may grow back and this is not going to be a permanent fix. And he wanted me to take all sorts of medicine. So what happened was I went to see the homeopath naturopath, and he said to me, why don't you stop eating wheat and dairy for about 8 weeks? He said, and I guarantee you, your headaches go away, your sneezing goes away, your itchy eyes go away. Everything will stop within an 8-week period if you stop eating wheat and dairy. He said, your body built up all of this stuff because of all the years I was eating the wheat and dairy. And this was in my early to mid 40s. So with that, I stopped eating wheat and dairy. And after about 8 weeks, my headaches went away, my sneezing went away. I stopped taking all allergy medicine, and within a year, I had another picture of my face done, and my polyps had totally receded. I didn't have a polyp left in my face. Never had the surgery. Well, within a couple of months after stopping eating wheat and dairy, I then became a vegan. Stopped eating. I started not feeling particularly well. I wasn't feeling amazing, so with the homeopath and naturopath that I was consulting with, he said, oh, why don't you, give up chicken? He said, chicken's one of the filthiest things we could eat. So I gave up chicken first, and then sooner or later I gave up turkey, and then I started giving up fish, and last but not least, I gave up beef because I used to love a bone-in ribeye steak, and the last meat I gave up because it's the easiest to digest was lamb. I loved baby lamb chops. So the reason I became vegan at first was for health purposes. It was inflaming. I wasn't feeling particularly well. I was having some digestive issues, and basically it was just not, my digestive system wasn't working at its full capacity because of all the animal food I had consumed over the years. The wheat, the dairy, the animal food. I just had years and years of toxins built up in my body. So within that year, first gave up the wheat and the dairy, then the meat, the fish, all animal products. Last to go was eggs. Eggs are very inflaming. I had back issues, different issues over the years. The last thing was to go was eggs. And eggs and potatoes were my favorite thing, the most comfort meal in the world for me. So, became vegan, and first it was for health purposes. After I was teaching yoga I was also teaching yoga in 2004, but after teaching yoga for a number of years and speaking directly to the philosophy and history of yoga, the first yama, and the yamas and the niyamas, they're like the 10 Commandments of yoga. So they're our ethical precepts and our moral observances. And the first yama is ahimsa, not harming any living being in body, word, or deed. With that, I started to realize that there was so much that just the way we treat our animals in this country, not that all of you are from the U.S., but we have factory farming, we cage our animals, we fill them with hormones and antibiotics so they don't get sicker, but hormones so they produce more milk and more cheese. We take their babies away and they scream, the babies scream, the mother scream. It was so painful for me to think about these animals that it became a moral issue, because it's just like what's going on in our country now. Now they're taking children away from parents. Not to get into a political debate here, but we need need to really treat each other better. We need to treat our animals better. It's okay if you're eating meat, if you're eating fish, if you're whatever you're eating, dairy, whatever you do what you want to do. What I'm saying is that is what has kept me vegan all these years. It's not just for the health issues, granted, yeah, animal food can be damaging to our systems. You see it in the movie Heal and other movies where they talk about people who had stage 4 cancer, who had Epstein-Barr, who had MS or, Crohn's or this or that. All these diseases that have been cured by people going vegan, becoming vegan, or just bringing more fruits and vegetables into their diet. You see, this planet of ours was designed with the ability to grow trees and fruits and vegetables. We have everything we need grows from this earth, right here. And so, it was designed with animals, but, cows are domestic. They can produce milk and dairy. We don't have to cage them. We don't have to treat them so poorly and take their children away from them so that we could have more veal or they can produce more milk. Or we could just get more steak on the planet. If we, as a country, or as just the whole world, if everybody ate a little bit more fruits and vegetables, even one day, was a vegetarian or a vegan for one day of the week, not only would they be doing a great benefit for their health, giving themselves more of a healthy body and a healthy mind, because when our bodies are sick, the mind starts to go crazy because we can't focus because our bodies don't feel good and all we can think about is we don't feel good. But on another level is if we ate less meat and dairy one day a week, we would have less global warming because the emissions would be less. If we don't have to have all of these animals caged up and produce more animals to just kill them. If that's how many animals would be saved and how much, I don't know the exact number of what the gas numbers would be reduced on the planet, but we would actually be able to save the planet, save animals, save ourselves from really awful diseases. So that is what's kept me being vegan all these years. It's now more about my love for animals and how they're being treated, and and it's about being kind. We were brought here in this body with this mind. Every one of us was brought here on this planet, right here, right now, to do some healing ourselves and healing each other. Each one of us has been put here on this earth to do something. And it wasn't to just kill animals or eat animals. That was not our mission here on this planet. Maybe some of us do have that dharma that, yes, your path was to be, the animal killer, but I don't think you need to be the person who's the abuser, who needs to, cut them and brand them in cages and let them live in feces and just awful conditions. That was not what this planet was designed for.